Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Good afternoon, and welcome to Embrace Life with Yvette Urquhart. Coming to you this afternoon to talk about my newly released book, um, Embrace It, Don't Erase It. So I'm going to invite Vanessa Canterbury, who's my publisher, my mentor, the one that helped me birth this book. We're going to bring her on so we can talk about the book for a little bit, okay? Hold on just a moment. I'm going to bring her in. I'm excited. Just one moment. My phone is acting crazy for some reason today. It doesn't want me to talk about this book. But I invite you to embrace life with Yvette Urquhart. Let's embrace life together. It does better when we do it together. And I'm trying to get Vanessa on here, and I'm having a little struggle. But I hope everyone is having a wonderful Saturday afternoon. I cannot believe that it's July already. We're going on the downside of 2019. And I'm trying to bring Vanessa on, trying to bring her on. My phone wants to act crazy. But anyway, my book is on Amazon. You can get the Kindle version that's available to be downloaded. You can also order your paperback copy, and my order of books will be in on Monday. So I will have books to sign and for you to purchase if you're interested. Like I said, I ordered about 100 books, and so about half of them are spoken for, but I'll have about 50 left for anybody who wants to purchase a book. I believe that it will bless your life just as it did when I wrote the book, and I wrote it with you in mind. I wrote it because I was inspired by so many different people, their struggle, their journey, their trials, their triumphs. Just talking to people from day to day and hearing their stories of survival and perseverance and restoration, and just hearing those things inspired me just to write how we can overcome and we can take what's happened to us in life and to instead of letting it bind us, to embrace it. Vanessa, I'm trying to get you on, but I can't get you on. So you still on, Vanessa? Let's see. There she go. There she go. Finally.
I know, right?
Finally.
Good Lord. I'm excited. I am so excited that we finally have this opportunity to be able to share this message of what you have accomplished in what you've been holding on to, right? And so
Exactly.
sometimes we hold on to it because we are unsure. We just don't know the direction and to go in. Looking for the right people to connect with. It could be a variety of things. But when you finally have that opportunity and say, you know what, I'm going to move forward with it, is just get ready for the test, right? And as you get ready for the
Exactly.
test, the test going to come because you're not supposed to go into what you are called to do. And so there have been tests, there's been trial, and you still kept going. And so the book is absolutely amazing. It's something that is not just a book. It's something that you could be able to use as a devotional. It's something that you could be able to use as your a study guide. It's something more than, right? And that's the
Yeah,
most amazing things about this book that you've been holding on to. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad that you decided to say, okay, yes to me, because somebody else needs to know that they're worth this yes too.
exactly.
I'm proud of you. I'm
Yep,
so
it took
proud
a
of you.
long time to birth it. Uh-huh.
Ooh, it did. But it took a long
Yes,
time to birth it, but then you finally got the nerve to push, right?
that's right.
Because
Exactly. Yeah.
we carry it for a long time, but when we decide to push, oh my goodness! Now that's what happens on the other side, and you push something that was absolutely amazing, and you had your book signing that was like goodness. You shut it down, and it was just so anointed because you still moved through the test. You know what I mean? People showed up because they
Mhm.
believed in your message. And that right there is a testament of they've been waiting on you. As I always say, that your story is somebody else's survival kit. And so now you helping
Yes,
somebody else to survive, right? Because you shared your story,
exactly.
and you're writing something that could keep them going, to keep them staying afloat, to keep them knowing they could be fulfilled too. And you on your way. You have so many gifts, so many gifts. I always tell you that. And this is just the beginning. This is your season. This is your time. I want you to bask in it. I want you to take it all in because it's long overdue. It is so long overdue. When I think about when you read your very first poem to me, I said, "Hold on, wait a minute, hold on. What is going on here?" It was like, where did this come from? And this is something that you've been holding on to. People, if they were sleeping on you, they gonna kick
Mhm.
themselves because it was like I should have never slept on her. See, I love working with the underdogs. I love it. Why? Because the underdogs have the most powerful message. We're the one that stay in the background. We don't mess with nobody. We gonna stay there ourselves. We the giving people. We just love people, right? But then when we come out
Yes.
there, like, wait a minute, hold on. Where's she been? I've been here all along. I just been watching. I just been taking notes. I just waiting for my time, and I'm just waiting for me to be able to just know that I too deserve to be at the head of that table. And you created your own table. You got the nails, you got the screws, you got the hammer, you got the wood, you stained it, and you got the chair together, and you created your own table. It's secure. It's secure because you did that.
Yep. God definitely gets all the glory because,
Oh
like I said,
yes.
I've been procrastinating for years, 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 years. So,
Mm-hmm.
and so
Yeah.
now it's like, okay, now it's the time
Yeah.
for such a
Because
time as this.
yes, this is very much overdue. Is overdue. You know, oftentimes we think that the way we're supposed to go is the route that with this new technology world, the route of going through publishing companies that are huge and you have to pay all this money to be able to just get your book out there. And then next thing you know, you don't even own the rights to your book. But when you go the route of self-publishing, baby, that is the route to go because you could do so much more with your book. And people just don't know, or they're too afraid because they feel that, oh, investing, I'm not worth the investment.
Hmm.
And you absolutely worth the investment. It's like you got to make a decision. Are you going to be a renter or are you going to be an owner? And you decide to say, I'm going to be an owner. I'm going to
Hmm.
own the rights to my book. This is my story. Why not own the rights to it? And you did it.
Yep. Sometimes we just overthink it. I think
Mm-hmm.
we overthink
Mm-hmm.
the process
Yeah.
instead of just going for it.
Yep. Absolutely. So tell them about your book. Tell them a little bit more about. Don't give it all away because I want you to give them the link so they can be able to pre-order the book, so they can be able to get the rest of those 50 copies and sell you out. I'm just saying, so you can be posting up sold
That's
out.
right.
Yes,
Yeah.
because that book is so good. All I want is my autographed copy. I don't care because that book is very very good. I was like, this woman is not playing. Where's she been? So I'm just man. I want you to tell them how they could be able to not only get the book, but also at the end, I want you to post the link so they can pre-order that book and claim
Okay.
their copy. But I want you to tell them what's the backstory of Embrace Life with Yvette. What's that all about?
Okay, the title of my book is Embrace It, Don't Erase It. That's my book cover.
Mm-hmm.
Embrace It, Don't Erase It. And um, the title is birthed from in life. There's so many things that happen that we say we wished we wouldn't have never happened. Things that we said we wish we wouldn't have said. Places we wish
Yep.
we wouldn't have went. But you know that once something has happened, there's nothing you can do to change it. Once it's
Mm-hmm.
happened. So we can scream, we can curse, we can fall out, we can be stuck, we can be bound, we can be mad, we can be angry, whatever. But it's not going to change the fact that it happened. And my thing is,
Mm-hmm.
since it did happen, since I did get molested, since I did overdose, since I did lose my house, since I did have the bankruptcy, since I do have cancer, since I am disabled, whatever it is, since it has happened, I need to face it and then just
Text me.
embrace it. Not saying that maybe I'm totally over it, but saying, but since I haven't, let me see what I can do. Like Paul still moving on with the thorn in his flesh, that
Mm-hmm.
we still figure out how we can use this thing to our advantage. How can we take those lemons and turn them into lemonade? How can we take what hurt us to help somebody else? How can we take what almost killed us and help give somebody else life? How can we turn that pain that we went through into our passion? What is it that
Mm.
God wants us to learn? Maybe because sometimes the things that God take us through, it's not for us. Sometimes it's for
Mm-hmm.
us to be a testimony or a light, so somebody can see us going through and like, wow, as she went through it, then I know that I can make it. I know that that I know that I can do this. So and it's just embracing it, and it makes it so much easier when you learn to embrace. So you don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to stay bound. You don't have to stay in that box because life is going to go on. The people that hurt you a lot of times are going to go on and things. So we need you to go on and not be bound and not be stuck so that you can live life to the full, so that you can
Mm-hmm.
thrive, so that you can survive, so that you can, like I said, take that thing and don't let it conquer you. You just, take it and use it to your advantage, like I said, to help someone, um, or just let it become your passion. I don't know what happened to Vanessa, but she disappeared. But let that thing become your passion, that thing you're fighting for, whatever it is, to embrace it and live. Don't just exist. I see so many people that just exist. Don't just exist, but live and thrive and just use that thing, like I said, to help somebody, whether it's domestic violence or whatever it is. Use it to help somebody else along the way. I met, like I said, a lady that had cancer, and she said when she was going through it, she was like, "Oh my goodness, woe is me, Lord, why me?" But then later on down the road, her niece started going through it, and so she realized that the reason the Lord took her through so that she could be a light and an inspiration to her niece who was really having a hard time, dealing with it. So just embracing it because all of us have had things. I mean, so many struggles and so many things that we've gone through, and it just amazes me sometimes when I see people and they'll tell me their story or they'll tell me there's something that they've gone through, and I'm like, what? You went through that? You don't look like what you've been through, because sometimes you're just amazed at some of the things that people have survived and things that people have persevered. But it's just embracing it and moving on and being the people we were designed to be, the people that God has called us to be. And a lot of my book is it's inspired by people that I've talked to along the way, some things that I've gone through, and also by talking to people that I've met along the way that have gone through things and they've endured and they've stood the test, and their pain has become their passion and become their ministry. And so my book is Embrace It, Don't Erase It. Like I said, it's on Amazon. You can download the Kindle version. You can get the paperback. And I'm also going to have some too that I'm going to sign and have for you. And I know you're going to enjoy it. I know it's going to be a blessing to you because God downloaded, God gave it to me. I didn't just write a book just to have something to say. I wrote the book because, I mean, just to say something, but I wrote the book because I had something to say. And I know that it was for such a time as this, and it was definitely inspired by, by God, by the Holy Spirit. And I just thank Him for giving me the words to say, and I pray that it would help you as you journey along your way. And sometimes we might get in a pity party or whatever for a minute, but it's not to stay there. Not to stay there for months and years. I've seen people hold on to unforgiveness and different things for months and years and sometimes decades, and that's not good and that's not healthy. And sometimes when you go through things, if you don't face it then, eventually somehow it's going to come back around. Somewhere down the line, you're going to end up facing something's going to happen to trigger that thing again, and you're going to end up facing it down the road, and it might hurt worse then than it does now. So I know it may be nasty, it might be embarrassing, something that you're not happy about, whatever it is that you're going through, that you did, that happened in your life. Nobody wants to talk about being molested. Nobody wants to talk about, rape. Nobody wants to talk about being on drugs and things like that. And sometimes, we're ashamed or whatever, but, it's nothing to be ashamed of, because I believe that our life is like a puzzle, and that everything that happens to us, it's just a piece to the puzzle of God creating us to be in the people that He wants to be. So you have to take the good, the ugly, the nice, the victorious, the triumphs, the tragedies. You have to take all that, and that creates you and make you the person that you are. And sometimes there are things in life we say we want to erase. But if you erase that portion, that might be the part that gave you the strength. That might be the part that made you pray more. That might be the part that thing, like sometimes people say, well, I wish I would have never, I mean, I've said that before, well, I wish I wouldn't have never been married. And I said, well, if I didn't, I wouldn't have my older daughter, I mean, that I have. So sometimes we say things, but if we think, man, if I would erase that, if I could erase that, then a big part of me would be missing. So it's just taking it all, and just taking it all, just like you do, putting all the ingredients to make a cake, or all the ingredients to make a pasta salad. As a matter of fact, yesterday I was making a chicken salad, and my youngest daughter said, I can't believe I like chicken salad. She said, you put mayonnaise in it? I don't like mayonnaise. She said, you put pickle in it? I don't like pickles. She said, and something else I put in it. She said, I don't like any of that. But then when you mix it all together, she said, I love the chicken salad and it tastes good. So sometimes there's some things in life that comes that we don't like. So we just got to mix it all up together. And then it creates this thing called our life that God is able to get the glory out of. So, like I said, don't be ashamed. Don't, don't hide behind it. Don't wear a mask. Don't keep yourself in bondage to things, worried about maybe what people may think or how people may judge you or things like that. Just embrace it, and live, and let people think what they want to think, or say what they want to say, but just embrace it. Just take a deep breath. Some of you need to exhale. Some of you need a release, to let some things go, because you've been holding on to it, and you wonder why you're stressed. You wonder why um, you're in bad health, and it's not because of the reasons you may be thinking. Is because you have all this stuff that you're holding in, all this things you're worrying about what people are saying, if they found out this, that, and the other, or things you want to keep a secret, or things you want to keep swept under the rug. That's not good. You need to just, like the song says, let it go, and free yourself, and live, and just exhale, and breathe, and embrace it, and live. Trying to get Vanessa back on here with us so we can finish doing the interview, but I can't. Vanessa, can you send me a request again to come in, because I can't get you in the interview. But anyway, like I said again, you can go on Amazon. My book is on Amazon. You can get the Kindle version, you get the paperback version, and you can also get a copy from me. My copies will be in on Monday. I would love to sign the book for you, and love for you to read it, and tell me how you are enjoying the book. And then go on Amazon, and if you would, once you read the book and everything, go on Amazon and give it a review. Okay, she's back. Technology, I
Technology.
tell you, technology. Woo.
Yes. So I want the people to know. I want you to share something that you did out the book, just a little bit, because I know I could listen to you all day, but I want you to share something that could really put somebody at a space in their mind to say, "Dang, wait a minute, hold on, I need that book."
Well, one thing I want to encourage, and I shared this weekend when I went to the comedians conference, and not only do children struggle with it, I see women and men alike. We all struggle with it. It's just being who you are, being true to who you are. You know, God made us to stand out. He didn't make us to fit in. He made us to be
Mm-hmm.
unique. Look, we are an original. We're not a carbon copy. So be who you are. Because if
Come
you don't
on.
be who you are, who's better? Who's the expert of being
Mm-hmm.
you other than you? It don't matter about your flaws. It doesn't matter how you look. It doesn't matter what you've done. Be who you
Mm-hmm.
are. Embrace who you are. Embrace the person that God created you to be. God did
Mm-hmm.
not ask anybody for any permission or anybody's advice when He was making you. He designed you exactly the way He wanted you to be. And if somebody
Mm-hmm.
doesn't like the way that God designed you or that God made you or who you are, guess what? That is their problem. That is
Yep.
not your problem. That is their problem. They need to get
Mm-hmm.
over it. Enjoy being you. I used to struggle with being who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I found out how wonderful I am, I said, girl, you better go on, be
Okay.
yourself and
Hold
stop
on.
tripping. Because people will put you in a box and say you're supposed to be this, that, and the other. You're supposed to act like this. You're supposed to dress like this. You're supposed to do this. Mm-mm. Be you. Be true to who you are. Because I don't care
Mm-hmm.
how perfect you try to be. I promise you, there's going to be somebody that's going to find fault in you. You can
Mm-hmm.
try to dot every I and cross every T, and somebody still going to try to find fault. But that's
Mm-hmm.
okay. Be who you are. Embrace who you are. Enjoy being who you are,
Mm-hmm.
because you're unique, you're wonderful, you're one of a kind, you're special by design.
Mm-hmm.
And you are fearfully and wonderfully made.
Mm-hmm.
So be you. I encourage you to be you. I tell my children, be you. Don't try to fit in. Don't try to be like the next person. If you gotta act like somebody else to try to fit in, then you don't need those friends. You don't
Yes.
need to be in that group. If you gotta act a
Mm-hmm.
certain way to be in the clique, if you gotta live in a certain neighborhood or dress a certain way or talk a certain way or have a certain degree, mm-mm. Be
Mm-hmm.
you.
Yep.
Be
They are
you. I
not for you.
promise that you be you. The Lord gonna bless you in spite of. He'll that might remove that person, but then he'll bring somebody else in your path to help push you and to be your friend or whatever. Be you. Enjoy
Mm-hmm.
being you. You are okay with your big
Mm-hmm.
nose, your big hips, your poppy eyes, your skinny legs, whatever it
Mm-hmm.
is. Be you.
So
Be
what
you.
what made you want to work with Inspired by Vanessa to be able to put your book out there?
I saw something you had put on Facebook, and I was like, she doing a little something, something. Let me check her out and see what's up. And then just talking to you, and then just you just so helpful. And for one thing, you stayed on me for about a year, I think, before I finally
Mm-hmm.
decided to write my book. But you just kept encouraging me. And sometimes uh, you believe in yourself, but then again, sometimes the Lord has to put somebody in your path to believe in you until you can fully believe in yourself
Mm.
as you need. Sometimes He puts other people to push you and to encourage you until you be like, oh yeah, I do need to do that, or they see
Mm-hmm.
something in you until you see the same thing that they see, and
Yep.
then you're able to move forward and do that thing. Yeah, because
Mm.
sometimes we take our gifts and things for granted, or we're so used to doing it. Like I've been writing since fifth grade, and that's just what I do. So sometimes I do it and just think nothing of it. Then other people will hear it or see it and be like, "Wow, that was good." But
Yep.
sometimes we take even ourselves for granted.
We do. We do. So what's that link? Do you have your PayPal link that you could be able to post at the end of this so they could be
Yeah, I
able
can
to click
post
on
it.
that link to and so they could be able to get their copy of this book, because this book they need of this book in their life with all this craziness is going on in this world. You need something that's going to keep your mind mentally
Yes,
connected. That's what the book is. That book, when I was reading it, I was like, this really is something that's not just a book that you just gonna turn a page and say, okay, no, It's mentally connecting with those things and blocking out those things that you have been fighting against. It's going to help you to keep going. And you need to have it. And I'm not just saying that because I work with her. I'm saying this because I take the time to read the book. And I remember when I had called you, I was like, wait a minute,
Yes.
what? It really makes you think of,
Mm-hmm.
okay, all right, I really can do this. I really can get past this situation that I'm dealing with. I'm just in a place where you probably don't have no one to understand. But the book it'll put you in a place where oh, I'm really not alone. Somebody out
Exactly.
there understands what I'm dealing with, and I just don't know how to have my voice to be able to share. But instead of her, she put this thing in a book, and now I can be able to read this book in my own time, in my own home, and I don't have to feel like I'm alone anymore because somebody went out there on a battlefield and they said, I got those stripes too, just like you do. But instead, I want, like mine's healed, I want to show you how you can heal yours too. I'm proud of you.
Exactly.
I'm so proud of
Thank
you
you.
that you move forward and you put it out there. You shocked the heck out of me on that last one. I said, "Ooh, child, you did it. You really, really, you did that thing." And with that alone, it's just time to soar. It's your season. So I'm going to be talking to you after this because I know
Okay,
there's so
sure.
much more in store for you that's with your name on it. We didn't get connected just to be able to do, from you to say, okay, Vanessa, I'm ready to put my book out there. There's so much. There's so much. And I tell people all the time, connecting with me connects with purpose.
Exactly.
Connect
Yes.
with Yvette connects with purpose. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
The more we connecting with purpose, the more we all could do something. So there's so much
Exactly.
purpose out here, but we just got to connect with the right one. I'm just saying.
And yeah, that's what I do. I ask the Lord to put the right people in your life to
Yes.
help, where you can feed,
Yeah.
iron sharpens iron, where we can feed from each
Yeah.
other. Yeah.
Absolutely. Because that energy
Yeah.
is something that you got to be careful what energy you allow to come into your space. You can't have every energy in your space because there's a lot of people that's
Exactly.
going to be leechers and they're going to be takers, and that's it. They're just going to take it. Your table going to be empty again. That's not what you
Exactly.
are in a place. Those days are long gone. This is time for you to soar, and I can't wait to soar. I'm going to see you in a couple of weeks. There's so
Yes, I'm
much
looking forward to the
that I
conference.
have.
Yes.
Yes, yes. I have a vision for you at the conference, so I'm just letting you know. So be ready. I'm sorry, but I'm
Okay.
not sorry.
Okay.
I have no problem with sharing the people that God said, I need you to do X, Y, and Z with that person. So just get ready. All right
All
now.
right.
So,
I'm
ladies
ready.
and gentlemen, make sure you connect with Yvette. Make sure that you get a copy of her book. Make sure that you stay connected with this lady because when I tell you, this woman here, don't sleep on her no more. Don't sleep on her. Feel free to share this out. Let people know who this woman is so you guys can see what's next for her because there's more to come. So, you guys just stay tuned. Yvette, I
Yeah.
love you dearly, sister. I love
I
you.
love you too.
And I'm
I
so
appreciate
proud of
you.
you.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. And it's been such an honor that you trusted me with your vision to bring it to life. Thank you.
And thank you for pushing me and helping me to birth my baby.
Yes,
All right.
yes. It was time. It was time. So, with
That's right.
that being said, ladies and gentlemen, be blessed. Get the book. Don't wait because that book, it will bless you for real. It really will. And that book cover, baby, that book cover. Look, see, let's talk about this a little bit. Hold it up a little bit more. Hold it up a little bit. There you go. Now, when you see the front of that book cover, if you see what she holding on to, she holding on to something that somebody said, it's your time, it's your season, baby. It's yours. And then you see the facial expressions like, I know I could do this. I may be looking down, but I'm looking at something that's going to be absolutely amazing. But when she look up on the other side, baby, her purpose shined through. She embraced all of it. Every bit of it. She embraced it. Now slide it over. Show them
Yeah.
that back cover. Look at that phenomenal woman right there. Look at that. I'm so proud of you.
Woohoo!
I am so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
proud
Thank
of
you.
you. So thank you
Thank you.
for trusting
Thank you.
us to be able to do this and bring it all together and hit it. What they say, you got to hit it out the park. Go ahead, hit it out the park.
Oh, that's right. To God be the glory, and he's doing his
Amen.
thing. So I thank him
Yes, he
for
is.
it.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah,
proud.
yeah.
So you enjoy your weekend, and we will
Thank
definitely
you.
connect because
All right.
it's so much more.
All right.
All right, my
All
love
right.
bug.
Thank you, everyone. Get the book. Get the book.
All right,
I'm
and when
gonna
she
post
posts
it.
that link, you make sure you click and secure your number because, as she said, she went from 100 to 50 already. Okay, don't get mad when there's no more. You're gonna have to wait. All right, now
All
you be
all
blessed,
right. All
and I'll
right. Be
talk to you
blessed,
soon.
everyone.
All right,
All
love.
right.
Bye bye.